So hello guys, in this video we are going to solve this problem. So in this problem it is saying that function f of x is equal to a raised to power 2x plus 3 multiplied by a raised to power x minus 2, where a is greater than 0 and a is not equal to 1, and this function reaches a maximum value of 8 on interval minus 1 to 1, which means x value belongs to minus 1 to 1. In this interval this function reaches a maximum value of 8. Then we have to find the minimum value on this interval. So what is the minimum value of this function if x belongs to this and a this restriction is there. So you try to solve it first, then we solve. So let's start. So we assume a raised to power x is equal to y. Then if we replace a raised to power x by y, then we defining a new function like g of y, so this become y square plus 3y minus 2. So a raised to power 2x plus 3 times a raised to power x minus 2, so this term will become y square plus this term will become 3y minus 2, and this new function is g of y. Now let's take its derivative. So g dash y is equal to 2y plus 3, and if we equate it to 0, then y is minus 3 by 2. So in the range minus 3 by 2 to infinity, this derivative is always positive, means the function is increasing. So if you put y value in the range minus 3 by 2 to infinity, then the values of this function g of y is always more and more and more towards, if you go from minus 3 by 2 to infinity. So this function is increasing. Now a can take different values. The restriction is here, a is greater than 0 and not equal to 1. So there are two possibilities. First, when a belongs to 0 in the range 0 to 1 and x is belonging in the range minus 1 to 1. So initially we defined y is equal to a raised to power x. So you know, like if in the power, like if the this base is in 0 to 1, so what is the different value of, like if I take a is equal to half, then x is in range minus 1 to 1. So what is the different value of y can taken, like what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value. So a is half, so if I put x is equal to minus 1, then this value become 2, and if I put x is equal to 1, then this value become half. So maximum value in this range you find when you put x is equal to minus 1, and minimum value you find when put x is equal to 1, so half. So like, so here, so this y belongs to in the range a to a minus 1. Like if you put x is equal to 1, then this is the minimum value, and if you put x is equal to minus 1 here, this is the maximum value. Because a is belonging to 0 to 1, so the negative power is there, then the number will be larger, like half. Then if negative power 5, then this will become eventually 2 raised to power 5. So more and more negative means this value, final value, become high and high. So the maximum value will come here when you put x is equal to minus 1, and minimum come when you put x is equal to 1. So this is belonging in this range. Now in the equation it is giving that maximum value is 8, and we know that this function y square plus 3y minus 2 is an increasing function in the range minus 3 by 2 to infinity. So our function is y square plus 3y minus 2, and this is increasing in the range minus 3 by 2 to infinity. So and this, and a is greater than 0 and between 0 to 1, so this value is positive always. Like, so this value is positive means this is lying in this range. So in, if it is lying in this range, then the maximum value will happen at a power minus 1, because this function is increasing. So more and more positive value of x is there, the value of the final this function is more and more. So maximum value can occur when we put y is equal to a raised to power minus 1. So it will become a power minus 2 plus 3 times a power minus 1 and minus 2, and in the question it is given that it is equal to the 8. So we equate it to 8, then we further solve. So like a power minus 2 will become 1 by a square, then here 3 by a, and we take 2 to the uh, uh, right hand side, so it will become 8 plus 2 10. If here you cross multiply, then it will become like this and this. So this is the quadratic equation. So what are the two different roots? So minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4c divided by 2a. So remember, a is greater than 0 and a is in the range 0 to 1. So in this case we are solving. So there are two different value, but we only take the positive value. So here it will become half. So a value is coming half. So, and we also know that minimum value come when a, if we put y is equal to a. So, so our function is g of y is equal to y square plus 3y minus 2, and minimum come when if we put y is equal to a in the a in, and we are solving for this range, a belongs to 0 to 1. So because in the question we have to find its minimum value. So if I put y is equal to a and a, I found a is equal to the half. So here you put half, then this will become this. So from here it will 1 by 4 plus 3 by 2 minus 2 and 1 by 4 and minus half. So it will minus 1 by 4. So this is the minimum value we are getting of this function when a belongs to in the range 0 to 1. So and there is another case like a is greater than 1. So what happened in this case? So we have y is equal to a raised to power x and x belongs to the range minus 1 to 1. So like if you take a is equal to 2, so then y value can take different value. Like if you put x is equal to minus 1, then value become this, and if you put 1, then this. So the minimum value is coming when you putting x value is minus 1, so this value is half and this value is 2, and maximum value is coming when you putting x is equal to 1. So from here we clearly see that y belongs to the range a raised to power minus 1 to a raised to power n. This is the minimum value and this is the maximum value of y, and it is positive, and we know that in minus 3 by 2 to infinity this function is increasing. So and these both values are positive, so maximum value of this function happen when if we put y is equal to a. Here if we put y is equal to a, and in the question it is given that it is maximum values is equal to 8. So from here you solve this quadratic equation like this, minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2. So from here you a is greater than 1 condition is there, so from here you find the a value is equal to 2, like minus 3 plus 7 divided by 2. So this will become 4 divided by 2 and this is 2. So a value is coming to, then minimum value happen when you put y is equal to a power minus 1, means y is equal to 2 power minus 1, means y is equal to half, and our function is y square plus 3y minus 2. So here you put, so it will become half square plus 3 times half minus 2. So eventually if you solve this, this is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 2 minus 2, and so it will become minus 1 by 4. So here also the minimum value is minus 1 by 4. So both cases a belongs to 0 to 1, we get the value minus 1 by 4 minimum, and for a greater than 1 we are also getting minus 1 by 4 is the minimum value. So the finally the minimum value of this function in this interval is minus 1 by 4. So this answer is minus 1 by 4. So in this way you can solve it. So hope you like the video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe, and we will